If you guys are like me and you listen to a lot of podcasts and a lot of content from successful people like Beardy Brandon or Tony Robinson or Ed Milet or whoever it is, these guys recommend a lot just getting your foot in the door by working for somebody else for free and get all that information and all that experience that they have learned over their career to get it while giving them value for free. While this isn't quite the same thing, I think that this is the best opportunity the VA has to enable you to work for somebody else for very affordable prices in a deal so good that an employer would not even want to turn you down. So in this video, I want to talk to you about this special employer incentive and how you can take advantage of it in order to learn from the best, even in a private company, in order to get you the career you want. The Special Employer Incentive Program is a VR&E component benefit that is for veterans who have gone through the VR&E process, have been marked as employable, and have been struggling maybe to find the proper employment for them. Through this program, the veteran is able to receive additional experience and training in their desired industry. Not only is this program there to benefit veterans, but there is also massive opportunity for benefits for the employers that decide to take on transitioning veterans looking for employment in a specific industry. As a veteran using this program, you will be able to benefit from the following: immediate income and employee benefits, increased chance of employment after the program, valuable and practical skills, and one-on-one support from a VA VRC or employment coordinator. On the other side of this coin, the employers that partake in this program will also be able to benefit from the VA's generosity. Employers in this program will receive reimbursement of the following: up to 50% of the veteran's salary, costs of instruction, loss of production due to training, and reimbursement for supplies and equipment for training. The VA Employer Incentive Program may last up to 6 months, and during that window, the employer can also benefit from VA provided tools, equipment, uniforms, and supplies, workplace accommodations based on the veteran's needs, and VA support during training and placement. So essentially what this program is incredible benefit for veterans to work for private companies that have a role for them and where the veteran wants to get trained in the industry. As an additional incentive for the employer to take on and hire this veteran in a trial-based period is that the VA is going to heavily subsidize the employer and the costs associated with hiring them. Not only is the VA going to pay for half of the veteran's salary, they are also going to pay back the employer for the loss of production value for training. They're going to pay back costs associated with training and supplies. I mean, they can basically get an employee for nearly free for up to 6 months. This means at the end of the 6 months, the veteran is likely fully up to speed on the job and how to do it well, at which point the employer can make the decision whether they want to hire the veteran or not. And if the employer does not hire the veteran, at least the veteran then has that experience to take on, put on their resume, and say that they did a internship, gain that experience, and that they are that much more prepared and experienced for their next venture. Now, just because this program exists does not mean it's well known. Honestly, I didn't have any idea about the existence of this benefit until I started digging around for VA benefits. So now that you and I know about it, we are about 50% of the way there to be paving the way for future veterans to take advantage of this opportunity. This program is an incredible opportunity for veterans to get hired by private companies, small businesses, or anyone else willing to take on a veteran and work with the VA on this. However, if you hope to get involved with a specific employer, it may require some additional work to get this set up. The VA has to recognize the employer as a legitimate employer that can support you during this program. If the employer is not already acknowledged by the VA for apprenticeships or education purposes in order to take the GI Bill, you may be required to do some heavy lifting in order to get the VA to administratively recognize this employer. The last thing that you want to do is ask an employer for this opportunity and then give them a stack of paperwork and work to do in order to hire you. You want to make sure that you are doing all of the legwork possible for this. This means that you are going to be contacting the VA you are going to be contacting your state to ensure this employer is fully recognized and eligible for this program. The easiest way for you to get your employer's approval is for you to do all the legwork, and all you need to ask of them are for some signatures, and you have done everything else.
John Hancock. It's Herbie Hancock.
If you have a specific company that you are interested in getting involved with, I would highly recommend first checking the GI Bill comparison tool to see if that company is already set up with the VA. If they are not set up with the VA, then I would recommend talking to your VRC and initiating a conversation and a connection with your VRC and that employer. You can then work with your VRC to make sure you are accomplishing all the legwork necessary to get the GI Bill and the VA to recognize them as an employer and a participant of this program. This is actually something I'm working on right now. I'm looking to get a private company involved and recognized by the VA so that I can use my benefits while participating in an apprenticeship with them. So if you want to learn from me during that process, then make sure you follow me on Instagram at Military Bottom Line, where I will be working to document that process as I learn more, because it is so far not a very straightforward process. Aside from that, this program is an incredible opportunity to get involved with a private company, work for somebody that you respect, admire, and want to learn from, and give them the most value possible, where they get to pay you little and you're compensated by the VA, and you get to provide them high value at low cost. And so I would highly recommend participating in this program if you are eligible and you have something in mind. Otherwise, I would recommend you just subscribing to the channel and looking at the future videos and the future benefits that I continue to put out. So I hope you guys are well. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next week.